Greetings, Namaste, and Vanakkam. I still remember the day I stepped into the corporate world. There was a lot of excitement and a lot of ambitions. There was a fair bit of nervousness too. I didn't have a clue as to what lay ahead of me in life. Since then, the life journey, has been anything but straight. There were some wins, a lot of setbacks, but plenty of lessons along the way. Hi, I am Kannan Vanagamani. My career has been anything but predictable. From brainstorming ideas in conference rooms to deciding on new entrepreneurial ventures, I have made decisions. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. But each one did teach something. Over time, I realized that real wisdom does not come from inspirational quotes or well-rehearsed advice. It comes from lived experience and most importantly, by re-examining the beliefs we often take for granted. That's what the series is about, Rethink and Rise. I would like to greatly thank Srivatsan, who is my boss, who nudged me to do this. Without him, I would not have done this. So I owe a very big thanks to him. Thank you, Sri. I hope I live up to your expectations. Life does not come with a script. It surprises us when we least expect it, when we are least prepared. And in those moments, we grow the most. But here's the thing, along the way, we pick up a lot of ideas, some helpful, some not so much. Beliefs we accept without question. Today, we'll look at one of them. The first myth that we are going to bust is this. Negative thoughts are very harmful. Life is all about staying positive. We live in a culture that idolizes positivity. Think positive. They all tell us. Do not let fear creep in. Of course, staying hopeful is important. But ignoring fear, is it the real way forward? A few years before, of course, I have to mention about another boss of mine, Davinder Singh, who's a big management guru in Delhi. I happened to browse through his course material and saw something very transformative. It said, when you pursue something, you're guided by two forces: the desire for success and the fear of failure. They're not different. They're two sides of the same coin. They're not opposites. At first, I found it a little, incredible. But slowly, I began to understand what it meant. Fear is supposed to hold us back. But over time I realized what is the truth behind this. See, in my life, when I focused only on success and ignored some fears, they came back strongly to hit me very badly. I paid a heavy price for them. Conversely, when I let fear take over, I've gotten paralyzed and I missed a lot of opportunities. So, you have to have a perfect mix of both to succeed in life. Let us try and look at this with a real world example. Shall we illustrate it with a case study, a real world example? Let's take a very well known example, Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a household name, J.K. Rowling was a single mother on welfare, under a lot of financial duress. Her script was getting continuously rejected. I think about 14 times her script was rejected. Most people would have given up, but she didn't. She didn't ignore her fear. She worked with it. She wrote and rewrote the script, taking some feedback on her own. She revised things which she thought was appropriate. She even changed her name from Joanne Rowling to J.K. Rowling at the suggestion of a publisher. Finally, a small publisher, Bloomsbury, decided to give her a chance, but would only print 500 copies of the book. With an advice, word of caution, please take a day job. This may not work out for you. Now, imagine the extremes. If she was blindly positive and she said, "Oh, my script is perfect. I wouldn't change it for anything," she would not have made much headway. Instead, if she had let the fear take over, she would have given up after the 5th or 6th rejection. Who knows? Instead, she acknowledged the fear and pushed forward with clarity. And what came of it? The Harry Potter series has sold over 500 million copies all over the world. It has been translated in more than 80 languages. And the franchise, the Harry Potter franchise, is a multi-billion-dollar phenomenon. J.K. Rowling's success was not magical. It was measurable. It all began with facing fear, not avoiding it. What's the takeaway here? Fear is not a flaw. It is not something to silence. It is a signal. It shows you where the risks are. It helps you prepare for them. Ignoring it doesn't make you stronger. Acknowledging it does. So ask yourself, am I shutting out fear in the name of positivity? Or am I using it to make better decisions? Tell me, has fear ever helped you make a smarter choice? Share the story in the comment section. We would all like to learn together. And if this gave you something to think about, hit the like button and subscribe, because episode 2 is coming soon, where we will bust another myth. So let me end this by saying, rethink the familiar, rise above the ordinary. Well, that's not the end at all. I would put up a limerick which summarizes whatever I said beautifully. It is coming up in the screen after my face disappears. I will also put it in the description box for that to remain in the memory for a long time. Thanks for watching. Bye.